I am so excited. We are doing it. Let me get the light on here. Let me turn the light on. Boom. Look at this. Look at this. I'm excited. So excited. Thank you for joining and tuning in and learning about color and tarot. Yes. So we're going to do we'll do some readings for my campaign people, Change Your Mood Oracle. So I have been on Kickstarter for the past month, getting some funding to launch this into the world. And right now, all Change Your Mood Oracles will be coming in this fancy box. If there was a box included. If you chose not to get a box and you just wanted the cards only, then you only get the cards. But we got a book. It's going to be colorful. That's updated. We got tissue paper. We got shipping boxes and envelopes. We have stickers because somebody, me, preemptively uploaded the wrong files. But it's easily fixed. Only 30 pages were boo-booed, but nothing a little sticker can't fix. So, and everyone loves stickers, and I'm so sad we didn't get enough money to do holographic edging on the cards. But what we did is get some holographic stickers. Okay, so I mean, the universe works in mysterious ways. So yeah, I just want to talk about color and tarot, and specifically let you know that I have a PDF guidebook. It's like $1 and some cents. It's real cheap just because we live in trying times, and I get a bunch of messages and comments from people that just reach out to me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, your deck is so beautiful, but it's out of my budget. How can I support you by you supporting me?" And so that's why I made the PDF like $1 and some change, just because people want to support this and they just don't have the fiduciary funds to like throw like $100. Like, I get it, life is crazy, but I wanted to do a reading because we got Change Your Mood Oracle people that we got to support. If you're just joining, welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm Bernard, if you don't know me. I have been reading color and tarot for years. 15 plus years, and this is not my first rodeo with social media and being a YouTuber. I have been doing this for a long time, and it gives me so much joy, and we get to just hold space for each other and to see what you are manifesting and what you are attracting towards you. It's beautiful energy, and every day is a new opportunity for you to create something for yourself, create your own story, create music, create art, create a good phone conversation with your best friend who lives states away or counties away. It's a great time to just reconnect. So, and I have my little juice box here, so I'm gonna take a little sip. So thank you. I'm going to get the cards here. Okay, this is the tuck box, but we've upgraded the tuck box for the campaign. So I am going to use, for this tarot reading situation, I am using Good Omens. If you haven't seen this show, this is a show for you. It is funny. It's about the bureaucracy of heaven and hell, and all of the paperwork in between. And it just is a real celebration of being human. I think that's what it comes down to, is being human is magical. Thank you so much. I am I'm here. Let me say hi. They are beautiful cards. Yes. Yes. I didn't make this. I did not make this. Insight Editions made it. A la Amazon Prime, a la Good Omens, a la probably everyone else that has contributed, but I appreciate it. I do want to make my own tarot deck. But I definitely, with tarot, it has to be visual. So my color decks are abstract because we're just focusing on color. But when it comes to tarot, there's a traditional structure and format. And I am keeping my eyes and ears open for an artist to work with, to try and create a tarot deck, because I think that's fun. I love tarot. But we just haven't met someone, and I think this is the first time that I'm actually putting it out there that, oh, I have this idea. So we'll see what happens. I have a list of people that need a reading. So if you want to get on that list, you have to go to Kickstarter and donate to Change Your Mood Oracle. But we're in like the final days of the campaign, and then we birth it. But I definitely want to use this channel for more readings. So I'm excited. Joanna says, yo, hello. Hello, plain rock star. Hello, welcome, welcome. Drua, if you have the link to the Kickstarter, that would be amazing in case anyone would like one. I'm just pulling up my list here. It's a big list, but we made it through. Quite a few people. Just trying to get to everyone, but I don't know. Life happens, holidays happen. It is what it is. Oh, Laura, thank you so much for pledging to the campaign. I see that you pledged, and you're getting the study. Awesome. Yes, the study will give you. We'll give you this nice box. It's a magnetic box. It gets you a book, and then it gets you a. That's what this is for, the ribbon, and it gets you the cards. So that's exciting. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for supporting. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is for Tao. Thank you so much. And I pulled a list, and it's wild. We have cards going all over the world. The Netherlands, the UK, Austria, Australia, Canada. Our biggest state in the United States is California, which I find interesting. See, if I was ever to do a color tour of my work, I would use that. I would use those places and be like, okay, this is where we're going. This is our top spot. This is where I'm meant to be, because the color cards are already there. This is Luma Joy. This is the sigil that I created. There's no AI. This is like hand drawn at a time in my life when I hate corporate America, And I actually had a job where I quit on the spot. And I think that's super brave. If you hate your job and you quit on the spot and you feel like you can manage your life, then so be it. So be it. But sometimes life just requires that. It being stuck in a toxic situation is not helpful. It isn't. So Tal, this reading is for you to start. So I'm shuffling Change Your Mood Oracle. We're gonna look at what positive feelings are coming to you, and we'll dive into the tarot. Ooh, ooh, yes. So the guide is actually using the Color Mage Oracle. So this is 108 color cards, which I'm happy to use. I don't know where my new deck is, but this is my old, this is vintage. This is the OG. This is before the before. This is my original deck from 2014, 2013, 2014. It's the original prototype. So it is packed with wisdom and knowledge and stories, and the amount of conversations that I've had with people over the years about who they are in the moment and what they're looking for or what they want the universe to share with them has been a very beautiful, like unveiling. It's like a great turn pager. I wish I had my own videos because I would totally just like sit with that energy to see where we are. Ah, this is beautiful. Hi, you are so pretty. Wow. That's the vibe. That's the vibe I'm talking about. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Drew, for sharing the link for people. Michelle, I'm here. Wow, you're here. Thank you. Good. Good. You're not missing the readings, missing the fun, missing the mojo. That's cool. I'm obsessed with this deck. This tarot deck is mind-blowing. Okay, so the tarot card we have is the Fool. So new beginnings, going into situations with playfulness, with releasing inhibitions, with a mindset of renewal. This has typically tarot will have a dog because it's about loyalty. So this is a reminder that the universe, the animal kingdom, nature, the nature of your own humanity is there as a companion guide, guiding you through the different terrain and landscapes of your own moods or your own life experience. So this is a very positive tarot card for me. I think it's like through and through super positive. So the Color Mage Oracle, this again is the OG prototype. So this has some bumps and scrapes. It has different lettering. It's old school, okay? But the colors we have are so earthy. So this is really allowing it's a reminder and a lesson to give yourself permission to take off your shoes and touch some grass. We have Taifa, which is the earth element. It's the earth energy. It's earth bending, which is so funny because in Avatar, this color scheme is the colors of earth benders in Avatar and the Last Airbender, Korra, you know, so it's pretty cool. energy. It's very earthy. It's so Tao. This is embracing and embodying your name, I would say. So let's look up your name, and see what it means. The Tao or Tao is a natural way of the universe, primarily as conceived in East Asian philosophy and religion. The seeing of life cannot be grasped as a concept, rather, it is seen through actual living experience of one's everyday being. And that's from Wikipedia. So that is totally putting your mysticism, your spirituality, your belief system into motion, into practice. And that is the perfect energy because you want to ground. I love this. And then we have canyon, which is deepening your perspective. So, what is your purpose here on the planet? What is your mission? What inspires you to do something good with your money? What can you do good with your hobbies? It's the physical, tangible, creative like experience that you have as a human being. Oh, it's beautiful. Love brown energy because it's safety. It's asking you to really put your feet on the ground and to keep moving. And even if you get on the edge of a cliff, can you fly? I mean, not literally, but figuratively. Because there's like endpoints along our relationships. There's endpoints along our bad habits. There are endpoints in so many different areas of our life where those are the moments where we get to take a leap and learn to fly. But you have to focus. So this is important because what you're focusing on is expanding or contracting the energy field that you have, that we all have. We're all doing this like subconsciously, consciously. We're doing it every day. And every minute we are creating through our thoughts, we are creating through our words, we are creating through the things that we're scrolling through on social media. So pay attention to what you're focusing on because that is ultimately guiding you and directing you into situations and people and things that is contributing to your own life story. The Change Your Mood Oracle is soulful. So you're wanting a more soulful experience. You're wanting to feel your soul. And you want to feel your soul for as long as you can because we all have a limited expiration. Okay? We're gonna get deep here. And we have to forgive ourselves for being human. You have to forgive yourself for making mistakes. You have to forgive that you're not like one-sided. You're like multi-sided. You can feel multiple feelings from different angles. So trust that you're not walking into drama again. And just recognize that you can establish some boundaries to avoid said drama because you don't want to get stuck in the box of drama. So some practical ways to use this. Tiger's Eye crystal is a really good crystal for you right now, as well as lavender tea. I want to say that lavender tea to try and relax and give yourself permission to just pamper yourself. Oh, it's so juicy and gorgeous. Okay, let's see. Let's see. If this resonates with you, definitely let me know in the comments. I have a list of supporters and people that I'm going through, but I know that in the moment when the universe wants you to pick up on a vibe or a message, it might be meant for you in that moment. And that's perfectly fine because this is a shared human collective experience and we're all learning at different levels. And just because someone has supported the campaign, maybe they paved the way for someone who might not have known about the campaign or known about me or have the money or the budget to get a deck. So that's why we're doing these readings, because it really is twofold. It's really a moment for us to pay it forward and to give as well as receive. And it's just a natural cycle. And that is the beautiful process of manifesting. Okay, where did I leave off? Lillian, we got you coming. Boom, boom. I'm gonna shuffle this deck real good. Yes, when it comes to tarot, you definitely want to so every tarot deck, and I mentioned this in the guide that I created, which is on my website. You can check the description. Like, for example, which with the Fool, they have colors in them typically. Typically, all tarot decks have color. And what you want to do, and the artwork for tarot is so diverse and so unique to the artist and the author of that tarot deck. But when it comes to reading the tarot and looking at the colors, you want to pay attention to the first thing that comes to your mind. So that's why when So that's why when I looked at this together, it was the first initial thought, and that is where you want to sit with. That's the energy when you're reading cards, is you're paying attention to your own stream of consciousness. So your thoughts are going to come forward, because that's how art and color work predominantly. It's instantaneous. It's as soon as you see it, then you have a memory. A memory unlocks, or a feeling unlocks, or a thought, a word, a smell. That can happen too. It is really profound. And so that's why when this came up, it was Avatar, The Last Airbender, and it was earth bending all the way, because of how dominant the green, the yellow, the brown energy is. And it just happens to resonate with the name and the essence behind the name, which is the Tao De Jing, or Jing. Wow. Okay, we're gonna do this Lillian. Let's do, we're gonna do tarot. Yes. And if you have questions about reading, let me know. Anything. It's sort of like a ask me anything, because this is a happy hour in a way, because I want people to feel happy. I want people to just chill out, get some reflection time, some journaling in, because life happens. We get busy. So if I can offer this, then I'm doing the duty. My gosh, there are so many cards. In tarot, there are 78 cards. The Color Mage Oracle has a different backing. This is the OG version. It has 108. Change Your Mood Oracle, 44. Tarot cards and oracle decks, they can come in any any shape. There are circles, there are squares, there are rectangles, and sizes. Like the amount of cards vary. It just depends on what messages are coming through and how many cards does it take to get to the center of that esoteric Tootsie Pop, you know? So Lillian, this is for you. Oh, awesome. So we are changing your mood. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes. And the amount of cards vary. Like the amount of cards you pull in a reading can vary. Ooh, Sherry asked, will my salon get back to being busy? Ooh. If you've been hit with the pandemic, that makes sense. But I definitely feel like in-person, like traffic is picking up across the board. But Page of Demons. Oh gosh, the Page of Demons. Look at this. Page of Demons. I forget what element the demons are. I want to say. So that must be air, or that's I want to say that earth, cups, yeah, air. Demons are fire. We got the sword. Oh, the wands. Interesting. Interesting. The Page of Wands. Fascinating. Page of Wands. Let's just see what the Change Your Mood Oracle says. This is awake. Very interesting. Look at this. So the artwork in here is, so this is interesting. So the color, I love when this happens, when the color cards are matching the tarot. So we have this beige highlighted color, and you can see that tan color is actually demonstrated in the suits of these zombies. And these like, they are zombified businessmen, which is wild, which is interesting because the Page of Wands, so Wands is about creativity, that creative force. Page being like the intern energy, I would say, in terms of this is like business related. It's definitely internship oriented. It's like new. But what's interesting is that it's sort of like representing this paradigm of corporate work life rising through. The message is that old ways and old traditional styles of doing business are coming back up. You think they've died out, but they're coming back up. There's this resurgence of egoic, like very juvenile, competitive, dog eat dog, programming. It's programming. It's in your mind that's coming through, that's hindering how you are supposed to be showing up. Wild. It's interesting because these are like zombies, and Awake asks you to put fear to rest. So fear could be that zombie mentality that is stunting or stagnating your career and your business. That is actually really interesting. When it comes to awake, awake is positive. So everything in Change Your Mood Oracle is positive. There's nothing negative about it. Awakening, what's being asked to awaken is understanding cycles, understanding patterns, and maybe what's being poked and prodded right now is a reoccurring pattern. Now, I know this is not like full on reading time, like full on, you get the works, but I just have to say, astrologically, we have some planets that are retrograde. So I just tease you with that because those planetary influences are happening because it's bringing up old thoughts and old beliefs, and it's trying to I don't want to say trick you, but it's trying to show you, it's trying to get you to see, to look at the pattern. And what was dead is rising up to show you, and you're afraid to even entertain what has happened in the past. But you know, you can create a new story for yourself. If you're afraid to collaborate with other people, it's okay because of your past. You've been burnt in the past. I get it. You can allow yourself to stay alert because that's what awake is also about. It's about being alert and awake. And you can go into the situation, go into the collaboration, go into the job with a little bit more alertness. That's all. And it's okay if that alertness does come from a place of fear, because fear does have a good quality to it because it wants to protect you. I get that. It's why bunny rabbits are alert in the wilderness, because they are prey and there are predators that are all around. And so they have to be alert with their ears. Okay? It's okay to be a bunny rabbit. And that bunny rabbit, it's okay. And maybe that's why the Page of Wands, aka the Page of Demons, kind of comes through, because maybe you felt it felt like a prey, or felt small in such a wide space, like saturated space. It's okay. The colors. Oh my gosh. Look at these colors. So you have Red Merlot. This is about relationships. This is about your relationships with your coworkers. It's about relationships with your network. It's about your relationships with your customers. It's about your relationships. Relationships. Asking you to elevate, upgrade, come from a perspective that you're going to do better, like from a place of improvement. You're not going to make the same mistakes that the old zombies used to make. It's interesting. It's activating your root chakra, which is very grounding and centered with the earth. It's your will of survival. How can you survive with relationships? It's okay. It's about who you know. And you just build and you get to share, but you have to feel worthy in yourself before you can really cater to other people or to collaborate. Himalaya is about pure love. So this is asking you to add Himalayan salt to your bath. Is a Himalayan salt lamp to your maybe workspace, maybe your work area. Himalayan salt. If you already have a salt lamp, maybe you gotta dust it. because you're refining and purifying your network, your social network, your social status. But we have chalkboard, which is interesting because chalkboard comes back to your destiny, and it comes back to developing that. So how do you develop your destiny? How do you get beyond something? It's about planning, but it's also about surrendering to life coaching, surrendering to tarot reading, surrendering to a therapist, surrendering to an art teacher, an art therapist, surrendering to people, places, and things that help, your emotional realm, that help your mental realm, your physical realm, asking for help, taking a look. Everyone's at different life experiences. So if I don't know something, I may know someone who does know that something. So trusting in that is important. And that's how you build momentum. That's how you can grow beyond the fences of your own limitations. And sometimes you just need a chalkboard. Sometimes you just need a great green notebook to write down all of your dreams and desires. It's interesting because look at this. Look at this. Look at this energy. We got some green, we got some red, we got some darkness and light frequency in this reading. It's really profound. The good thing about a chalkboard is that you're not setting yourself up. You're not like putting yourself in a box. So maybe you want to take an idea and expand and grow on it. And don't be afraid to erase anything that just isn't working, that doesn't feel good. Give yourself that permission to just play with one idea. What is one small thing that you can do to try and blossom that creative energy, that creative juice? Getting an extra way to get a little money, you know? So it's pretty profound. It's really interesting. It's really it's transforming what has died and decayed, what has shriveled up and is moldy, infested, and turning it into like compost. It could be literal. It could be like you have a plant business and all your plants died and now you just have to like pivot. You have to try and create something new. It's that type of energy. It's trying to take something that has been asleep, been in slumber, that have been under the earth, maybe 6 feet under, that has died, and it's resurfacing, that feeling, that itch that you have to create, and it's coming up because it wants you to, it's really asking you to purify your relationship to yourself, purify your relationship to others in order to create a new strand, a new thread of your own destiny. Your destiny is a book, and I just feel like it's a book that is erasable. It's like choose your own adventure. So there's like different paths and different avenues that you could stumble upon, and it all just depends on how you're showing up to the situation and yourself. It's pretty deep, deep. Oh my gosh. I'm just checking the time. Just make sure that we are on schedule with that. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have a Reiki master donated. Oh my gosh, you're getting the shift. The shift that comes with the play mat. Oh my gosh, and all the goodies. Thank you so much, Reiki master. I hope for shipping purposes, I will have your exact name instead of just Reiki master, because I want to make sure that it's going to the correct place. But that's cool. I actually don't remember the last time I've had Reiki. I've had like a different like emotional attunement, but that was a few years ago. But Reiki, oh my gosh, I really don't remember the last time. Wow. Okay. Who is up next? We have oh, we have Sherwin. Sherwin, this is for you. What a cute name. I'm going to do the tarot first and hop in. Oh, okay. Okay, that tarot card wanted to come out real bad. Cool beans. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, you get 2 Change Your Mood oracles. Yikes, the cards are just flipping. They're flippers. They're jumpers. That's also a thing, is when you're shuffling. It could be because you just mishandled it, sure. But it's so funny because when those jumpers come out and you look at the card and you think about the message and you go to the book and you read it, it hits. It's really on par. It's pretty profound. Sharon, this is for you. Tuning in. Ah, I love my original deck. It is like bow and arrowed. Like there's a little bow and arrow vibe to it. I feel so smooth. I just love the rustic feel of the deck because you know it's like ancient. It's like profound. Okay. I'll give you balance color energy. Tarot, we have the Ace of Angels. This is cool. So the Ace of Angels shows the shadowy hand pointing. And then there's this face of apprehension. Like, why are you looking at me? Why are you noticing me? So the vibes here are powerful. This is the Ace of Swords. So this is so funny because instantly my brain went to my favorite movie, Practical Magic, which Practical Magic 2 is coming out soon. I'm so excited. Practical Magic, in the first movie, the child points her finger at another child, and she is like, I hope you get chicken pox. Drastic, I know. Sure enough, the child gets chicken pox. So the Ace of Angels is pointing at you. The vibe is you're being called on to make a decision, to point, to wield, to hold your power, the power of your mind. And that's really huge and really important right now because you have to be mentally agile. Yeah. hold that thought. Okay. So, the Change Your Mood Oracle, we have kind and regal. So this is profound. So the Ace of Angels coming in, swooping in order for you to attract abundance, you have to be kind. It's a very simple message. Kindness is a soul human currency. Now, not a lot of people are kind, and I get this. I get this. However, I also understand that kindness is infectious. So maybe this is indicating that this shadowy hand picked you out of kindness because their soul picked you. And so here you are being like, who, me? Why me? Why me? Maybe that's why what you're asking yourself right now. Why me? Why are you going through these trials and tribulations? Why do you feel stuck? Why do you feel uncertain? Why do you feel a little shooken up? A little like, why is the world picking on me? This is the vibe. We're transmuting it. The colors, haven't looked. We have chalkboard. This kind of like dips into what we were already talking about. It's your destiny. So you're being highlighted and chosen and decided upon by the universe because you are here to write your destiny. You're here to make change. You're here to move the needle. You're here to actually participate in the human experience. And so mauve, this purpley hue, is wanting you to have the emotional integrity to respond with compassion, not conspiracy. So even though the spotlight is on you, and maybe it's burning you, maybe you feel very uneasy to, like, for example, what I do is my passion, but it's not my day job. Unfortunate, I know. So I do work in corporate America, and I feel this all the time with the team, with the setting of corporate America, the shadowy hand of corporate America pointing onto you, putting you in the spotlight, calling you to see if you have a question, or calling on you to give an update, or using your voice, expressing yourself. So on the daily, I am shuffling my cards to just try and like proactively program my mind to respond to just show up in a way that transforms the energy in corporate America. And that energy takes a lot. So it's asking you how to show up in the world right now. It's so funny. Look at this vibe right now. This energy, you are a being of abundance. You are a being of love. You are an angel on this planet. You are a badass. And you have to attain that through being kind. And that's when we have kind, we have the pinks, the greens. So if you want to think about showing up in situations with like what to wear, you can wear more pink. Wear more pink and green. You can actually look for this crystal. It is ruby. I was trying to look for it because I it jumped into my mind. Ruby zoisite. Ruby zoisite. It's a Z. It's also known as aniolite. Aniolite. I'm trying to like say it the way that you spell it. It is ruby. That's where the ruby vibes come from. But it's also a green zoisite element to it. And it's definitely the vibe going into the situation, because you want to keep what gives you joy protected, and you want to kind of refine and protect your innocence. And I think that's beautiful. Going into corporate America, it's really hard, but also you want to see that joy and that innocence in others. I think that's the biggest hurdle. At least it's for me. I have to constantly remind myself that, oh, the person is not asking a stupid question. They're asking a childlike question. So I have to just see their inner child. And that's really difficult to do if you work from home. But it's a learning experience. It's just a constant reminder to just see the child in others, and to avoid that conspiracy theory of how your ego and anger wants to like suit up and like have a gut instinct to fight. You kind of just want to just embrace that you have enough strength for this moment. So you are being called upon, and it's making you nervous. It's making you a little embarrassed. It's making you a little unsure, uneasy, unsteady. We get it. There's so many negative feelings out there, but the positive feelings is what we want to focus on. We want to be kind, and the first person you be kind to is yourself, because it's easier to be kind to others when you're kind to yourself. There are liars, thieves, and cheats in the world, and they are not truly kind to themselves. Like narcissists are not kind to themselves. No, it's an act. It's shallow. It is performance based, and they think they are reverse psychologying the universe and how the universe plays, but really they're sabotaging their own karmic bank, and that karma will be cashed in when the moment comes, when destiny decides to catch up with them. But it's not your job to carry their baggage. It's not. So let's just focus on you, because if you're tuned into this energy, I know that you're a good person. So we have regal, and this is attunement. This is the language of attuning yourself to abundance. And I would say citrine crystals, citrine, abundance, citrine. Put citrine in the cash register, put citrine on top of your wallet, you know what? If you want to get rid of debt, this is what I've done. I put my credit cards in a bowl of Himalayan salt. I've done this. I just stick it, and I haven't actually done this in a while, so I think I'm going to do this too. I'm going to get a bowl, Himalayan salt, and stick the credit cards that have debt on them, stick them in there with the intention that you are purifying that energy, that negative association to it. And then you put in an image. So you change the image of your credit card so that you can have a new credit card to look at, like visually look at. The account and stuff stays the same, yes. However, the way you look at it has shifted. Boom. That's some color magic for you. Love this. So we're going to be flexible with their emotions. And we're going to use these colors to be flexible. while this shadowy hand is pointing at you, and it's really intimidating and scary. It's like, it's the Ace of Swords, so it is intimidating. It's a weapon, but we get to we get to turn that weapon that's facing us around and to wield it towards the bigger, badder baddies in the world. Constructs, you know? Constructs. Boom. That's a reading. Let me tell you, that wasn't a reading. I don't know what is. There's so many different, like, ways, like when I'm sitting down with a client and we're talking about astrology and we're looking at the tarot and we're looking at the color, it's like mind-blowing. Now mine are recorded, so there's room to be like face to face in real time, but the recordings always seem to like plop into their life at the right moment. It's interesting. It's really profound. Yes. Okay. I'm just checking the time. We're going to see. We'll check in. Jay says, hey, could I ask a question? You can ask a question. Absolutely. Ask a question. Pink. Oh my gosh, I wish my name was Pink. I mean, I could change my name to Pink. I think that would be interesting. But I love so many different colors, so I don't think I could like put myself in a box. But I have a list. Okay, let me just refresh this list. Oh, Miriam, thank you so much for getting the study tier. Yes, the campaign has been going. We've been hopping, we've been flowing. We're trying to get this deck out into the world because I just need a lot of people to have this. I need mental health tools to be accessible. I want people to feel good. I want people to pull a card, a color, and like wear clothes that they normally wouldn't wear. Like when you're like living day to day and you don't think about it, you tend to choose the same t-shirt. And this happens a lot. We tend to wear the same clothes at the same time every year. It's really profound. And that kind of like keeps us in a pattern in a way. And so I definitely love using color because it challenges us to look at our world in a different way, and in a new way, in a profound way. So I'm just take a little sip. Okay, I see on my list here, Esther. Let's do a reading for you real quick and just see. Michelle says, I need that deck in my life. You know, same. Oh, I already have it. Yeah, so we have a little, like stores, like shops, like gift shops. I definitely want to get out of the house more and just sit down and just shuffle some cards and have a conversation with people and have fun. It's like the hippie in me. It's profound. Yes. We got the tarot. We'll shuffle the color. Yes, and I got a sketchbook. I got a giant sketchbook because what I'll be doing is I'll be writing more, and I want to create characters and stories based on the colors that come out of the deck. And I want to see if I can write a story using the colors only and try and figure out the different emotional points for the character in the story. And I don't know, it should be really interesting and fun, and I'm so excited because I love doing this. And with Change Your Mood Oracle, we are going to shift the energy and the vibe and the flow, and we're going to see what positive energy has come in towards situation, Esther. Your situation, anybody's situation that's currently looking. Yes, I just have a list. This list is based on my Kickstarter, which is ending soon. It's just how we're prioritizing things at the moment. But we will be doing more readings, so don't feel like you've missed out or anything, because you definitely haven't. So Esther, you have the Knight of Humans. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is rough work, very worky, just very like traditional, what's getting your hands dirty vibes, unions, you know, the workforce coming together and being sort of tough and having a fist ready for life. It's fascinating. The color is grape. This is intoxication and stupor. This is indicating that your third eye is, it could be blocked, but it definitely, there is this rough and ready edge. There seems to be drama that's just lurking around the corner, or you just seem to like stumble into drama. And maybe your constitution of your character is constantly running into drama just because it just adds spice, and you're not fazed by it, you're not intimidated by it. And then we have pink, which is let love in, which is so funny because it's sort of like the contrast to this. It's like, oh, am I too old to let love in? And sometimes old souls typically find it harder to find love because they just carry this like old people mentality, like they know it all, or they have a rougher exterior or a more pragmatic mindset that makes it harder to let those emotions, they don't feel worthy of love because they feel like they need a certain level of work involved to the situation. So there's that, but really the colors is asking you to surrender to letting love in to your life. And you don't have to be a spinster with your heart, because you are worthy of love. And you don't really have to like judge love that you see on the streets either. I should take my own advice because here's the thing. I was at a restaurant over the weekend and I saw this very young couple. They looked 9 years old, but that's just how young people look to me now. And I'm just like, ooh, judging them. But you know what? They are like PDAing, and that's okay for them in a heterosexual society. However, heteronormative infrastructure, the system of heteronormativity, being straight is a privilege. And so, not gay people don't just do that out in public, especially not now because of the current administration. So, of course, I'm side-eyeing. I'm like looking at those young people like this. This is what I looked at them like. I'm like, oh, I'm old. And how dare I? Or how dare you? But you don't have to do that because love is love. And I think that's the ultimate thing because that's infectious. Because they showed PDA, I was like, you know what? Let me show some PDA, you know? Affection, Luna moth, fertility. This is wild. This is wild. Luna moth is connecting to goddess Ishtar, and goddess Ishtar would totally resonate with this curmudgeon of a woman because Ishtar is akin to, there's like similarities and parallels in mythology with Persephone. And women are seen as like evil in religious aspects of society, and that has seeped into the consciousness of how we view women. And it's high time that there is a female president of the United States, regardless. And it's time that we put women in power. And it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. So that's the energy and the vibes that's coming through, is unionizing around love and around the feminine. I say this because of Change Your Mood Oracle, maternal. What does it mean to be a mom? Does it mean, so this is loaded. This reading right here, super loaded, because we are challenging the patriarchy. We are challenging the perception of old and young, and we're challenging the place that women are seen and physically get put into in the world, in the workforce, in society, and your place as a woman. So maternal is asking you, and as well as these colors together, purple, green, pink, use them, paint your nails, play with them to connect with the divine feminine, and that you can be a female knight in shining armor for someone. It is okay. Like, to be a knight there's no like gender rules on who can be a knight and who can shine. Absolutely not. So we want to be steadfast. We want to join community groups. We want togetherness. That's the energy right now. And it's your feelings that you have with the mother figure, symbol, archetype. Your own mom might be coming through into this reading. So there's that too. It's multi-layered. And it's to help you recognize your feelings with feminine aspects, feminine reception. It's profound. The mom frequency is coming through. Is there anything in particular that should be mentioned? I would just say getting a squad together, like joining a group, getting a best friend, allowing yourself to schedule something to just do something productive with your feminine energy to restore balance. It could be gardening, it could be a book club, it could be shooting the shit over a glass of wine. That's my prerogative. But something really super productive that allows you to honor your feelings and just really celebrate the feminine aspect of yourself, but also the feminine aspect on a macro level in the world. Super productive, super profound. Yes, you can check out my color and tarot guidebook. The link is in the description. Until next time, love, light, and color.